Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Natalie Milam, the Dope Trauma Therapist.
Hey y'all, my name is Kyra Christian, LMFT, and we are so happy to be with y'all. We are Secure Black Love.
Yes. And so last week we were able to come and chop it up with y'all and had a really good time. And so we are looking forward to doing that again. Really quickly, for whatever reason tonight, our IG is not working. Wait, hold on. I think it's ready to work now. Hang on, y'all. Y'all know how we do. We trying to get this thing right. Okay, cool. So I think we are now live on Instagram. So welcome, y'all. What's up, everybody?
Hey y'all.
Yes. All right. So happy Black History Month. Okay.
Yeah.
It's 31st. Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Power to the people.
Yes, for
So
sure.
y'all, what Natalie was saying was last week we had so much fun hopping on live, really being intentional about our healing, just representation, the important essential conversations that we need to have together about love. And we thought, like, why not hop on this week and kind of kick off Black History Month with Black Lives Love?
Yes. Black Love Live, y'all. We are so excited about it.
Yeah.
Okay, so a couple things. Like we're gonna be talking about a few different topics, and per usual, like we always want to hear from y'all. Okay, so we love for you to engage with us. Like there is no us doing this without y'all, right? Like Black Love, we want to hear from the collective wisdom, right? Like that's what we're about, is the collective wisdom that is within all of us. Okay, so tonight, literally just earlier, like we had a whole thing planned for what we were going to come on here and talk about, but I had to go up into my attic, up the stairs into like, up there, where it's super cold, right? And it's cold right now down here. And when I tell y'all, I was struggling, okay? Like, y'all, I'm up there. The space is so small. I'm having to like duck and having to stay, low to be able to get over there to the HVAC unit. And I was trying to change out the filter, right? And I'm really bad about that. You're supposed to change it out, what I think, like once every 90 days or something. I don't know. And y'all, I was on straight struggle mode. I couldn't get the old one out, and then finally got it out. Up there sweating, y'all. Like I'm up there, it's wood up there. I'm sitting down, stooping down. The little wood chips are, getting stuck, sticking my foot, sticking my bottom, all of that, right? But then I could not get the door back on. Like for the life of me, I could not get the door back on. So I called my homeboy Mario and I'm like, hey, I need help. Okay. I can't get this door back on. It's cold. The heat is not coming into the downstairs, and it's because this filter needed to be changed. And he was like, okay, listen, the door came off. So the door's gonna go back on. It's gonna be okay. Right? We got on FaceTime. And of course he walked me through it. And that really brought me to this point where I was like, we really need each other. Like black men and black women need each other. And I think that sometimes in the current climate, right, like the social media era that we're in, a lot of times women tend to think that they don't need men. Men tend to think sometimes that they don't need women, but I am here to just put y'all up on game. Like we need each other. Okay. I need I need my men. My
And
black men.
Natalie, okay, so you just spoke about something called co-regulating. And y'all, I really want to talk about what it's like to be in a friendship, a situationship, a dating ship, a marriage where someone can help you co-regulate, can help you stay in your body, can you feel, touch, be present with what's happening and feel okay with having your emotions, but have somebody sit in it with you? And so when our nervous system is feeling like, oh my gosh, I can handle this, this is too much, I don't know what's going to happen, and you have a safe, supportive other that can sit in it with you, there is no feeling like having someone be with you while you're just feeling like, dang, I don't even know if I'm gonna be okay in this, right? And so, thank you for sharing that because we need that. We do need each other.
Facts, like big facts. And so I guess like one of the questions that I want to pose to y'all tonight, and really quickly, let me just acknowledge what's up, Mario. Thank you for joining.
Hey.
Hey, Amina. Hey, Shannon.
Hello.
Thank you for joining. And so like, yeah, what was the question you asked me, Kyra?
So what was that like to be able to, in the midst of, you're trying to get the HVAC door on, you're like, oh my gosh, I can't do this. And to have a friend in Mario be like, hey, like, sis, listen, I got you. Like, it came
Right.
off, it could come back on, just having that peace. Like, what was that like?
He's like, he didn't say the words calm down, right? Because I think sometimes when we are, a bit dysregulated, people tend to be like, just calm down, right? It wasn't even that type of a vibe. It was just more like, okay, we got this, we're gonna get through this, right? Like, this is what we're gonna do, this is how we're gonna get through it. And it was very regulating. You know what I mean? Like, it made me feel like held in that moment versus dismissed or, like, girl, you tripping, calm yourself down. It wasn't anything like that. And so, like, I guess for me, it made me realize even the more how much we actually need each other. You know what I mean? Just the comfort and the care that can come along, just even from your friends. It's not even about all the time like a romantic relationship or situationship, but just having somebody that's gonna have your back. Right.
Yeah.
Because I'm just gonna tell y'all, like, it's 24 degrees, right? And I'm in Atlanta, it's 24 degrees and it's cold. Okay, it is cold. And I need for my heat to work. I need it for that door to get back on so that heat could get back in. So my living room can get warm, And so yeah, it was it was very soothing and very comforting to answer the question.
Okay.
And I think that kind of brings me to, and this is a question for y'all, right? All the people who are out here, what are y'all thinking? Like, what's your take on whether or not, as a Black man or a Black woman, you need, that counterpart? You, as a woman, you need a Black man, or as a man, you need a Black woman. Talk to me. Like, y'all drop it in the chat. I want to hear y'all's perspectives on this for sure.
And Natalie, while we're waiting for that, last week, y'all, we had someone ask for coping skills. And today I want you to be thinking of like a call on the ancestors. And so in honor and homage to Black history, I would like everybody to take a moment to say an ancestor's name, either to yourself, type it in the chat. It is an African tradition that when we call on our folks' names, like, we love them throughout different time spaces. We love them past life. And, we not 3 business days, 3 bereavement days. Like, we love hard on ours. And so being able to call out their names and breathe in and out and remember just all the love, honor, and blood that was shed for us to be who we are right now.
Yes. Oh, I love that. I love, like, just the idea that our ancestors, like, even right now, right, even as they've transitioned on, they are still present with us, right, in our hearts. Yeah, we can get encouragement just from thinking about how much they loved us, how much they fought for us, right? So yeah, I love that you brought that up, Kai. All right, and so I am looking in the chat. All right, and for those of you who are wanting to join live, you got to click the StreamYard link, and then once you're in on StreamYard, you can just tap the button and request to join. We would love for you to come on and talk to us, like, in real time on video. What's up, Dre? I see you joined us. Thank you for chiming in. So yeah, y'all, let's talk about it. Do y'all feel like you need a woman, or men? Do you need a woman? Women, do you feel like you need a man? Like, tell me what's your take on that. I see Amina said, I love having my Black male friends that not only help me but support me. Yes. Absolutely. I can agree with that, Amina. Thank you.
And y'all, I think sometimes we get negative feedback, right? Like, when we say the word need, there could be this negative connotation, like, oh, you're saying that if you don't have this person, you won't make it. You can't do for yourself if this person isn't in their lives. And, when I think of need, I think of speaking into someone, their value, their worth, for the partnership, the friendship, the need for that person to be themselves completely and show up in an authentic way. And so, I'm not ashamed to say, I need my person, I need my man, I need my friends, I, need the people that I love to be themselves. And, when people are allowed to, walk in their essence, then we truly, as a community, are unstoppable. We really are.
Absolutely. Dre said we need both for balance. Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. That balance is so necessary. Yeah, for sure. Like we need each other. I'm also thinking about you just said something, Kai. You said you're not ashamed to say that you want your person, you need your person, right?
Mhm.
And that maybe there's like this negative connotation about saying the word need, right? Like I need something. Maybe that comes across as if you're needy, or like you should be able to handle that as a man, or you should be able to handle that as a woman. Maybe, right? And also, I shouldn't necessarily have to though. Like, what if I don't want to? Right? What if I don't want to go up into the attic and change out the what's that thing called, child? A filter. What if I don't want to do that? You know what I mean? Like I want to stay in my softness, right? I want to stay in my gentleness and my femininity. I don't want to be working up there stepping on wood, sitting down on wood. Y'all, that wood was poking me out in my legs and my tail. And I'm like, oh no, I want the people that want to do this to come up here and get in this attic, because this is not where I want to be. So yeah, like we can do things, but that doesn't necessarily mean that we should do them.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I want to be clear, like we are relational human beings. And so, it's my belief that it is a trauma response when we say we don't need nobody, we got it, we could do it on our own. That translation is I've had to do it on my own. I don't know if I can rely on anybody else. So my trauma response and my safety is I'll just do it. But think about how tiring it is to just do it. So
Yeah.
I'm going to say what I need and what I desire and put that out there as I'm continuing to life and get my needs met.
Listen, that part, getting my needs met, and also recognizing that on the opposite end of that, I want to actually meet my partner's needs too, right? I actually desire to meet my partner's needs as well. It's not a one-way street.
Absolutely.
Tyree, what's up, Tyree? Welcome. Tyree said, or even getting a Christmas tree, right? Like letting the man go out there and get that Christmas tree instead of you as a woman trying to go get the Christmas tree. And he also said, I want to need my wife or my person. Yes, like I want to need them. Absolutely. Like I love that. Thank you for sharing that. And then Amina said, I didn't realize I needed certain relationships until after receiving them. It brought so much more into my life. Girl, that is a whole word, right? Like I didn't even know what I needed until it came. Yes, because I think a lot of times we're just we're just living, you know what I mean? Like we're just living, we're being, we're existing, and we're doing what we know how to do, right? Like, and we're doing it well and all of that. And yet something comes along one day and it's like, man, wow, like I didn't even know I needed this. Yeah, I can relate to that too, Amina.
And for the two that just responded, like what y'all are speaking to is the healing, right? Part of the healing process is one, being able to say, I want to need. So understanding your wants, understanding your needs, taking time to reflect on it and be able to verbalize it. And two, saying, I didn't know what I needed, but then when I got it, I was open mind, open heart, open to receiving it and trying to figure out how to nurture it. And so that is a part of the legacy of our people, nurturing and trying to understand each other. And, this is the part that isn't showcased, isn't highlighted. The messaging isn't showcasing and shining a light on just how loving and how collective we can be as a community.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, let's see. I'm just scrolling through the comments. Okay, I think we're all caught up here. Yeah. Okay. So then I don't know if any of y'all caught Michelle Obama's documentary this weekend called Becoming. So I got to watch that, and something that she said as she was just kind of talking about her journey, right? Her journey into just meeting Barack and tutoring him, and then, him pursuing her. She talked about how she just did not want to be an appendage to him, right? Like she actually wanted to fully be who she was with her own dreams, her aspirations, and all of that, right? Like she wanted to be a whole person. And that really got me to thinking about this idea that sometimes, like when you're successful, people tend to think that you cannot also have a successful relationship. So I'd love to hear from y'all on that. Like, how have people navigated, like being in relationships, still having your individuality, but recognizing that, like, yes, you can be independent, but the highest form of dependency is actually interdependence, right? Where we depend on each other. So let me know what y'all think about that. Drop it in the chat. And for those of you who are on here live who would like to come on, just click that request button and we will bring you right on.
So one thing, y'all, that I noticed about that documentary, Michelle talked about going to see a couples therapist and being able to sit with her husband and not be the president and first lady, but Barack and Michelle that wanted to tighten up and talk about something that was impacting their marriage, impacting their love. And so I hope that when people watch that, you can it'll be shown, like in our community, that therapy is a tool. Like it is a tool that could be used to increase love, to understand love, to deepen the love. It's not always check the box before you divorce or split ways. Like sometimes it could be used as a tool to truly understand like what was popping up in a marriage. And there's so much healing and positivity and shifts that are happening in our culture, and so many people are starting like this healing journey. And so like Natalie said, we definitely want to get your opinion if you've seen the film, on what you thought about just Barack and Michelle, and what y'all think about being able to be partnered and not be an appendage, or feel like you have to be in the shadows of your partner, or not feel like you have to compete with your partner, but to just be your own person and be alongside your partner.
Yes. Okay, I see Shim ready to join. Shim is coming on live with us. Let me here. Hey, Shim.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Hey there.
Good. How are you?
I am awesome. Ready to learn something. What you gonna teach me today?
Listen, I think we're ready to learn from you. Like we are the women, we love to talk, right? But we ready to sit back and hear from you. So tell us, like, what part of what we were just talking about was what made you be like, oh, let me get on here and add my wisdom nuggets to this.
So you guys are making some very interesting points, and a lot of the stuff that you have already said was kind of what I was going to say as well. So I'm just kind of agreeing with what you guys are saying, and one of you guys mentioned interdependence a second ago, and I don't know if I can categorize it as just Black people. Well, you know what? I can, because we're the ones who have all the pride, and we're the ones who think we can be independent, but we miss the interdependent side of it. We miss the fact that it takes a village from childhood to death. It takes a strong group of friends. Well, first of all, it takes strong parents. Then it takes a strong group of friends as you maturate through life. And then when you find your partner, you have to have you have to already have those interdependent skills so that you can form that quality relationship with that person. So I just wanted to point out that interdependence is huge, and a lot of the times we miss it because we want to be so independent for whatever reason. We want to be so independent. But yeah, I'm just here for the notes. I'm here to see what I can learn from you guys.
Yeah.
Well, listen, brother, you say you here for the notes and dropping gems. Like, shoot, like
Yes.
You hit some really key points on the interdependence in the community, because historically that's who we are as Pan-African, African-American, on the diaspora, all of us, right?
Right,
And so
right.
as communities, we've always had the village mentality. It wasn't until enslavement and being separated and sent over here and kids separated from fathers and
Right.
all the systematic things that were put in our neighborhoods, in our environments, to teach us to be separate, right? Separate, no equality, just separated.
True.
And so you're speaking facts on when you can find your tribe, when you can be interdependent, when you can lean on your brother, your sister, your partner, your mom, your dad, your grandma. We notice that part of the community is thriving. Like, we are thriving when we know that we can come into spaces like this. We can have our conversations and know that we're all coming with collective wisdom.
True.
So we appreciate you.
Yes. Well, thank you so much for coming on, Shim, and adding that. We really appreciate that.
No problem.
Okay, so just to kind of piggyback a little bit on that, right? So this idea of independence, so dependence, independence, and interdependence, right? Like, that's a continuum, right? Where do y'all fall on that? I love to hear from y'all. Where do y'all fall? And y'all, I am struggling with this camera. I'm like, I keep being all up on it, like I'm in it, and I'm really not. Kai, you actually are up really close too, so maybe like kind of pushing your camera back a little bit.
Okay.
But yeah, where do y'all fall on the continuum? And I see somebody else joined this Fitness Made Personal. What's up? Drop it in the chat. Let us know where you're joining us from tonight. What state? But yeah, where do y'all fall on the continuum? Like, do you feel like you were in that place of independence? Are you in the place of interdependence? And if y'all are single like me, are you desiring? Maybe you're already at the place of independence, but you're desiring that interdependence. And maybe it's when you move into interdependence, you can kind of be like what Amina shared earlier about like not even knowing that you needed something. And then when you have it, when you finally get it, it's like, man, wow, like this is new. I didn't even know I needed it. So where are y'all on the continuum of independence and interdependence?
So while we're waiting for something in the chat, so how many of us in this room were taught by either modeling, watching our parents, grandparents, or caregiver totally be independent, not ask for help, do it by themselves, not really have anyone to lean on? Like, how many of us saw that growing up?
Yeah, that's a whole word right there, Kai. Tyree said that he is at the place of interdependence with him and his wife. Thank you for sharing that, Tyree. Let's see. Dre said singularity is important, but it's also just as important to know when you need help and to ask for it. Wow. Now that's a whole word right there, Dre. Knowing that you need help and knowing when to ask for it. Love it. Yeah. Yeah, I think, a lot of times we don't ask for help, right? Like, or we walk in the room, people be like, how you doing? And we're like, oh, we good. Knowing good and well, we done just almost had a breakdown in the car on the ride in, right? And there's something that keeps us from being able to just be honest about how we're actually doing, how we're actually feeling, and then asking for the help that we need. Yeah. I'm checking the comments again. Yeah, that Tyree said that part. Yeah, it's hard. And then like I think we kind of got into this a little bit last week though, right? Like about, the fact that our ancestors, like they couldn't really ask for help when they were being beaten, broken, and bruised. You know what I mean? Like to even show any level of vulnerability would have got them beat even more, right? And so we learned, like, this is in our bloodstream. I did a vlog on this earlier this week. Like, it's literally in our bloodstreams, right? So we have to adopt a different mentality, right? And that's not easy. It's not something that can be done overnight. We have to have the safety. Like, people have to actually show us that they are safe enough for us to ask for help. And they're not going to throw it up in our face next week. They're not going to post it all over Facebook and Instagram and be getting on TikTok, making reels about it, throwing shots, right? Like, if you're going to help, then actually help from a pure place, you know? So, yeah.
And that's part of the solution, really, sis. Like, being able to work together, see each other, like you said, truly be invested in our healing, not to shame, not to look down, not to go back and post and make somebody feel less than, but to really have each other's back. Like, that safety is what's going to get us more generational wealth. The working together as a community is something that we already know how to do. It's just returning back to that. So as we're returning home, returning back to our essence, being who we've always been, our community just keeps getting more solid, and we keep building. I mean, to the point where we don't have to go outside of our community and ask for nothing.
Right. Exactly. I mean, there's so much within our community, right? Like, everything that we need, we already got it. If we possess it, it's already within us. It's within us individually and collectively. Back to your question, Kyra. So Dre said men are overwhelmingly raised to not need anyone else. And like, I'm just sitting with that for a minute, right? Like, men are socialized, right, to not need another person. So then I imagine that that's what makes it so difficult, right, for a man to actually say, I need you, right? For a man to actually say, I need help. Because if he were to say that, some people in society would look down on him, right? Would shun you because you're actually just being human. So thank you for sharing that, Dre. Amina said that I saw it a lot with my mom. She did almost everything by herself, and it made me believe that's how it was supposed to be. Very heavy in the West Indian culture. Yes. So it feels great to be able to ask for help. I love that it feels great. So it's liberating. It's even liberating to be able to open up your mouth and express what you need, and then somebody show up for you. Yes, I love it.
And Amina, think about the generational healing that you're doing for your family. Like, you witnessed your mom, carry everything on her back, keep everything in her body, do her best to make sure that everybody was good. And that's a lot of pressure for one person. And, my heart, goes out to our moms that had to do that, because now we get to heal and unlearn that and be able to take some of that pressure off by having a community and trusting people and working on the part of us that is working on discernment and, doing the work to be able to lean into healthier spaces and, in honor of them. And so in honor of your mama, she raised a real one, because I've met you in person, that is just a wonderful person to be around. And so, thank you for sharing that. And I'm happy that you're healing and able to lean in and ask for help, because that's important.
Yes, absolutely. Yes. Welcome to Shell. Thank you for joining, boo. And then Dre said community is so ingrained in us that when we come together, it's beautiful. The things we create, but we're so conditioned to act like we don't need each other that it's becoming rare to see it. Yeah. Oh, it's coming rare to see it until we're pushed to come together out of survival and necessity. Yeah. Out of survival and necessity. I'm just sitting right now with like the times my family gets together, right? Like the times when we are forced to be together, somebody done passed away, right? Somebody passed away. And so now everybody's showing up. And it's all love too, like when they show up. But like, are we intentionally creating spaces to just come and to just be? Right? Come and be and have each other's backs, right? Like letting each other know that, listen, I got you. You need something, reach out to me. I am here for you, and meaning that genuinely. And then Amina said, it definitely is. She's talking to you, Kai, for what you said. So it definitely is. I'm thankful that she broke a lot of generational curses, and I'm continuing it with my children as well. Yeah. Listen, that will preach, Amina, like breaking generational curses, breaking the cycle, recognizing that your mom knew that you deserve better. You know that your children deserve better, and your children are being raised in a way that it's just going to be normal for them, right? To not show up in that way. It's normal for them. So, I love that. Dre said, what happened to block parties and community fun days? Listen, I am here for the block party. Okay. I'm showing up. Throw one, Dre. I'll be over there. Okay. All right. So, I don't see any more comments in the chat. So we're going to go ahead and wrap this thing up. Yeah. Thank y'all for hanging out with us. Like, drop it in the chat. Let us know what else y'all want to hear, what y'all want to talk about. Again, y'all are always welcome to join us live, like come on video the way Shim did. You just have to join through the StreamYard link for that. And then just really quickly, my shameless plug, next week, February 6th and 7th, we are in LA. We are doing Secure Black Love live with the Hold Me Tight, specifically for Black couples. So if any member of the couple identifies as Black, you are more than welcome to come hang out with us. It's going to be a time of just culture, love, and just realness, right? Like just the real about being married and being partnered. All right. So thank y'all so much for joining. We will see y'all next week.
All right, y'all. Bye.
Bye.